Before we move on to the address section, we have to make each of the product has an average rating. Every e-commerce website has that feature. To do that, we have to learn a new concept which related to Mongoose. It is called virtual. Let's implement a functionality first. So go to server and you want to go to models and then go to product.js, and the first thing we need to change is this name. Not because it brings us any errors, but it makes sense if we change it to reviews. And we have to change it in the API and as well as in our client later on. And then we want to type product schema dot virtual and then average rating and then get and then a callback function. And in here, if this dot reviews dot lang is greater than 0, then let sum equals to this reviews reduce and then total and then review and then an arrow function which will return total plus review dot rating. And then after that, we just want to return the sum divided by this dot reviews dot lang. Else we just want to return 0 if the lang is less than 0 or equal to 0 to be more specific. Let's save this and let's go to our client and let's go to review section and let's find that rating and change this to reviews. And now let's go find another ratings, which would be reviews. And then I think that's it. And then let's go to our routes under product.js, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me check. Just double confirm. Oh, it's inside review.js. So this will change to reviews instead. So let's go back to product.js. So what is virtual? Virtual is a document property that you can get and set but do not get persisted to MongoDB. It won't be persisted in the MongoDB database. It will only show up when we are doing an operation like find one and find all. But if we check the database, the average rating attribute won't be there. And since we have changed our reviews array, it will be empty. So we gotta go to our Chrome, and if you go to MongoDB ls, you want to refresh this and you want to remove all of this for the time being. Let's just remove this first, drop, and then let's go to product and let's change this rating and let's remove this rating. And then click edit and then you want to click cancel here and then click update. So if you refresh, we won't be having that rating field because we have deleted that. And let's go back to our editor, and before we want to test this average rating, we gotta add one more thing, which will be to object virtuals true and then to JSON. Without these two property or attribute or fields, our virtual won't be showing up when we do find one or find all. And then virtuals will be true as well. Save this, and if you go to Postman and you open a new tab and type localhost 3000 API products send, and then we have reviews because we have deleted rating reviews, but we have empty reviews. So let's go to our Chrome and let's go to client and let's refresh this and let's add a new review. So let's add a new review and let's make it 4. Just add any picture for now. I love this book. Copy this, paste it here, submit, and then let's create another review, which would be 2-star and Walter Isaacson picture. Awesome book. Copy this, just paste it many times, and then submit. And if you scroll down now, we have 2 reviews. So let's go to Postman and try to send this and try to see what's the content of our review. And we have 2 reviews, and let's go down and there we have it. And it is null for a reason, so let's fix that. It took me quite some time to find a solution to our problem, because I realized it's bigger than this. Because in order for us to clearly create the average rating field, we have to populate our product, which I told you in the past video that it's not good to populate reviews because it will slow us down. So if you go to our product.js under routes, and let's go to router.get products, get all products, and you add reviews here, and you see that it is quite slow. If we send, this is just 2 fields in the review array. Imagine if we have more than 2 or 3 or 5. If you send again, it will take quite some time and it's super slow. But we have not a choice but to populate it, because if you go to product.js models, in order for the virtual to work, we have to populate it. So let me show you an example. So let's console log review. So this is review. Okay, let's say we don't populate it. Let's go back to routes and remove this review. Save it. And let's go to Postman and send again. And in here, as you can see, it's just showing review and then the ID of the review. But I just realized that there's another method or a way for us to solve this problem, is to just populate the reviews, and we just return only one field from that and from the review, which is rating. This is what we want for the reviews. Actually, we just need to return the ratings, and this will incrementally increase the speed of when we try to call this API. So let's go to Postman and let's try to send. So let's try to send again, and as you can see, it's getting faster. If you can see, it's not as slow as before. So this is much better. And as you can see, it returns the ID and then the rating, which is what we really want. So now we can complete our average rating. So let's go to our product.js models, and you can think of reduce as to sum up a certain object. For example, we want to sum up the rating, and that's it. But in order for us to do that, we have to supply a number which will be 0, so they can be add up from 0 and then plus the review.rating, which is 4, and then plus another review.rating, which will be 2, and then altogether will be 6. And then once we get the sums, which will be 6, will be divided by the length of the reviews of the array. For example, if the length of the array is 2, then 6 will be divided by 2, because that's the length of the array. So that's it, very simple. Let's go to our Postman and then send, and we should see the average rating 3, and for the empty reviews will be 0, which is correct. 4 plus 2 is 6, and divided by length 2 will be 3, which is correct. So now we can map this to our view star rating. So let's go to our index.view, which is our home page. Let's go to client and then index.view, and let's find rating. So here, star rating is supposed to be inside here, and then we want to type no SSR, and inside here will be star rating, and then we gotta pass in the ratings. Will be rating equals to product dot average rating, and then show rating will be false, and then glow will be 1, border width would be 1 as well. Save this, and then rounded corners would be true, and then we want to make it only read true, and then star, make sure you add colon here or else you won't work, and then star size will be 18, and then star points, make sure you follow this correctly, array, which would be 23 to 14, 17, 0, 19, 10, 34, 7, and then 50, 23, 43, 38, 50, 36, 34, 46, 19, 31, 17. I just copied this from the website. This will make our star points looks a little bit nicer. So let's save this, but we have to import the star rating here. So import star rating from not from components, but from view star rating, and then we have to pass into our components. Okay, and then next step is to go to products and then underscore ID, and then we can just copy this no SSR, copy this entire thing and go to products underscore ID dot view, and then let's go find review group, and then inside this review group you want to paste this, and then you want to go down and make sure you import the view star again. Import star rating from view star rating, and then as usual you want to put it in here. Save this, and let's go back to our Google Chrome, and now we have empty stars. And then if you go back to our home page, and then there we have it, we have 3 stars, and then those will be empty stars. So let's click Harry Potter. I guess we need to add the link as well for this one, and let's go to Visual Studio and fix that. Product title, which should be Nux Ling, and then string notation, which should be products, and then product underscore ID. Oops, we need to change this to Nux Ling. Save this. Alright, and then let's click Harry Potter, but it shows empty. Let's go check, double check, and let's go to id.view, and let's just double confirm. I get it. I know what's the reason why. Is because we forgot to populate. So let's go to our server, let's go to our product.js, and let's go to the single product, and here you want to copy this, populate, and paste it here. Let's go back and refresh. It should show the stars because we forgot to populate. There we have it, 3 stars, amazing. Let's go back to Amazon and check. 3 stars, empty stars. It took quite some time to just build this average rating because there are a lot of components that we change, and then I made a lot of mistakes as well, and I misjudged about that we need to populate and all those things. And I'm really sorry for the video to be this long. I wish I could compress it into much smaller, but I feel like I have to explain so many parts for you guys to understand. I hope that you guys really enjoy this, and in the next section we will create the address schema API and as well address page. I'll see you guys in the next video.